her hand in the cookie jar. I guess that's what you could say. When Natalie first came out with this little video, and her friend was walking out of a beauty salon, and Natalie is a Caucasian girl, and she's showing off her golden box braids, and her black friend is in a bonnet and probably doesn't have hair. That's probably the implication why she got the bonnet on, right? And then Natalie goes, "What? It's just hair. You were just telling me you liked it." Her friend is like, "Take that off. Take that off. That's for us. That's not for you to wear. That's for black girls to wear." And she basically trying to say that cornrows is for black girls and that white girls shouldn't be wearing cornrows, right? So with Natalie promoting that video like it was an organic video, like it just happened, people are really upset with the black girl, and people are really in the comments exposing their true selves and saying how they really feel about black people and how black people are really distasteful and how they hate black. But knowing that when you watch that video that they're both acting, the black girl couldn't stop laughing, she couldn't stop smiling, she couldn't take, she had to keep looking away to not smile because they know they just acting, right? But the white girl, this is why I say ain't no swirling and twirling, no swooning and cooning, no mixing for the fixing. Stop all that interracial dating because they don't love you. They don't love your struggle. They don't love your trauma. They can never understand it as mockery to them. And to the woman, you're just sexualized. The men just sexualize you. The others just sexualize you. And I'm just keeping it real with you, right? I read it from the beginning. I said this is a bad joke to make from it. It's just really distasteful, and you could tell it's a bad joke. And you could tell it's a bad joke because the next day, what does Natalie do? She goes and posts this picture. This what Natalie been reposting. This the picture Natalie been posting. Bam. Read it and weep. Because you want to be swirling and curling and swirling and twirling and swooning and cooning and swooning and spooning and mixing for the fixing and interracial dating and trying to be friends with everybody and all inclusive and everybody's rights and feelings matter to you, but yours matter to no one. That's right. This the joke she's making. Natalie Ryan. Her name's right up there. You see her name up there? This the joke she's making. And she's making it even if you have to read between the line. She goes, "My culture is not your hairstyle." The other girl comes on, "My hairstyle is not your culture." Like you feel me? The black girl has on a blonde wig. The black girl has on a blonde fermet, and she's trying to tell the white girl that she can't have on cornrows because it's a black culture thing. Look how stupid she made black people look. And that's why I say no swirling, no curling, no swirling, no twirling, no spooning, no cooning, no spooning, no swooning, because she had that in her mind the whole time. Natalie knew she was going to do that. That's that snake shit. That's that black people always want to be friends with people, always want to have everybody coming to the cookout, and that's what you get. You empower her. You brought her to the cookout, and she poisoned the Kool-Aid. Everybody got diarrhea. You don't know why. You definitely ain't gonna let them blame your friend because you can't take the blame. Look what you did. This how she think of black people. Look, that comes from this video. In case you have seen it, this girl, they had this girl walking up to the white girl saying, "Take that out your hair," and she's looking on, and look how she looked. She played this up to the T. It was supposed to be just acting, just playing around. The whole time, the white girl keeps that scared of black people. Look, but this is the black girl the whole time. So nobody in the comments could pretend like they didn't know this was an act. She was laughing the whole time. She was like barely serious the whole time. Look at the white girl. She know how to play it up. She was like, "I'm gonna just be scared. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Look, oh my god." That's that half discerned fake smile they do when they look over. You could tell when the black girl was looking at her friend, she couldn't tell why Natalie was acting like that. Because Natalie was on camera acting, not acting. Natalie was being for real, scared of her, perpetuating the stereotypes and all of that. And the friend is just, here she go. Look, the friend is playing around, doing what we planned to do in the store. Stop all that swirling and curling. Stop all that spooning and swooning. Stop all that mixing for the fixing. Stop all that interracial dating. I'm just keeping it a buck. Slime factors. I'm really on that. I'm really on that. This shit bother me. I don't even know how people think this is a joke. This shit bother me for real. I don't. This to me. The joke factor in this is way gone because I don't see it. I don't see the joke. Where's the joke? I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh. She tried to be real funny. She put it the next day. She's been making mad comments. You got to see the comments. We talking about a bitch that do shit like this. This is what we talking about. Corny, cornball bitch looking for attention. Corny, just corny cornball. Corny cornball, willing to sit on the floor, willing to straddle the floor and show off her pelvic bones. She's showing off her. It's some faint out, thirsty, desperate dude somewhere calling her pretty and sexy all in one breath, trying to gas up, hoping that she likes his comment and tells him to come over through the internet. You dudes on the internet that be trying to bag women, y'all move like the dudes Chris Hansen be catching in the kitchen. Y'all move like y'all expect some imaginative version of the world to exist where y'all get to like see the dudes on Chris Hansen. They really be believing a 15-year-old is telling them, cool, come over, like I got the house to myself. They be believing that. Like, just like you dudes on Instagram, you desperate ones who be telling this creature it looks amazing, and then when it likes your comment back, when it hearts your comment, you respond to that. Like, it didn't even put a comment, you respond to that. Y'all dudes is crazy. Y'all dudes is crazy calling things like this pretty and nice and sexual. Seeing you see this? This who she really is. Never forget. Never forget. You take your eyes off your enemy and they'll. Y'all got me mad. I like this. I like how she set it up. She set it up perfect too. I like this. She got you. You still gonna be her friend. You gonna still be defending her around town. She got you defend. She the kind of girl that when she get her black friend into fights defending her, she stand behind them quiet, don't say nothing and don't jump in. And then she tell her friends like, you do all the fighting. I'm scared to fight. Like, yo, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all still want to be swirling and curling and spooning. Y'all just don't get it. Somebody gonna be like, so you not into so you wasn't a fan of integration. You like segregation better. I've never been alive during the segregated part of life, so that doesn't even make sense to say to me. I've only ever lived in the integrated world. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying exactly what I'm saying. Stop swirling and twirling. Stop spooning and swooning. Stop mixing for the fixing. Stop all that interracial dating. That's what I'm saying. They don't love you. You are the same way black men objectify thick white women is the same way white women objectify black men. We just don't love each other. It is what it is. Do I have to be honest like that and say that we don't love each other? I don't love no white woman. I don't love no white woman. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't love no white. I barely like Spanish women. That's how look at the contrast. And white women are my sister closer than black women. White women from America. I'm American. We both American. I don't love no white women. I barely like Spanish women. I'm a love of white women and I barely like Spanish women. You feel me? Like I don't care if they don't love me. That don't hurt me, and I didn't hurt them when I said that. They didn't. So it ain't about I just wasn't I dated a white girl when I was like 8, 9. I was in first, second grade. You know what I'm saying? So you could take me off the he's racist list because as long as you dated one, you in the gang. So I'm just saying it ain't that for me. That's not what it is for me. It's that I understand honesty and I understand how. What gets me when I'm in the shopping mall and I see how men who be in relationships with these white women, I see how they gotta cower. Like I see how they gotta behave to keep these white women. And I know that's not how they want to be, and I see how these white women gotta always be looking around and shit like that. And maybe it'll be an ego boost, but at the same time, nobody want to be into that. That's not the world we live in. We don't live in no white and black world where white and black people dating is like a cool thing. It ain't no cool thing. I'm not saying it can't never happen. Don't get me like that. Like it can't never happen. There's billions of people in the world. It's bound to happen. I'm not a fan of it, is what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't promote it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not with it. I don't like it. Don't do it around me. I don't want to see no black man pushing a stroller in Pennsylvania, Target, for some Caucasian woman who's big back, constantly doing this to her hair, looking over everyone to make sure they see that she has a black boyfriend, looking at all the men, acting like she'll challenge all the men because she has a black boyfriend. They all scared of her black boyfriend. And then you see him turn the corner. You hear the shopping cart, squeaker, squeaker, squeaker. And then you see this big black man leaned over the shopping cart, pushing the shopping cart like a woman. That took my nerves off, man. I don't want to see no black man. That's not how I just don't like it. I don't want to see that. I don't like it. I'm sorry, call me what you want to call me. I don't lie. I found white women attractive too. I ain't gonna lie. White, especially thick white women. Oh my God, I just want to squeeze y'all and bite y'all on your thighs. But for real, I'm not with that. Like if me and you dated, like how long? I don't even think we could date. Can I bring you? You white? Can I bring you around? How I'ma feel when I bring you around? It's not about my friends will accept you if you cool around my friends. How I'ma feel? It's foul, right? Can you bring me around? Cause I'll be willing to go around your people, but how they gonna receive me? How I'ma feel? How I'ma feel like they received me? I'm gonna be looking at them, analyzing them, thinking like, oh no, I know what he thinking. He trying to, okay, now he keep offering me a drink. He's either trying to get me drunk so they can do something to me because I'm black, or he's what you call it, he's being over nice because I'm black. Like he not even being himself. Like all the time he offers me drinks. He'll never offer his friend drinks. Now I'm talking about. Like I couldn't trust it. It's just not in me to do that. That whole mixing thing, that checkerboard thing, that Oreo thing, it's just not in me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't promote it. I don't encourage it. I don't endorse it. I don't like it. If my sister came to Thanksgiving and she had a white man at her side, I would get up and leave. I'd be like, this is disgusting. Mommy, how are you allowing this? I didn't sign up for this. I'm just keeping it real. But but on the flip side, I don't dislike white people. I love white people. Those is my niggas. I don't know how people see it, but black and white in America need to get along a little better so that we can eat and live better, healthier, and live longer, etc. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? How it's like it don't mix. Like, how you believe that if you don't believe that? Because because both things could be true at one time. But before we could get to the point where I'm like, yeah, now I don't have a problem with white. My fault. I don't have a problem with white. I don't have a problem with white people. I got a problem with interracial dating. Before I can get past that, white people have to renege on white privilege. It's going to sound like I'm saying like I'm giving them the Kyrie version of shit that they can't. It's going to sound like I'm giving them the Kyrie list of things that they got to carry out for me to accept it, but it's not. It's just 2 or 3 things. White people have to renege white privilege. 1 and 2. White people have to destroy white privilege and make it so that it is no white privilege. It's American privilege. That's it. That's it. And then from there, white people will learn. Now, when I say that, now look. When I say that, white people who benefit from white privilege, when that starts to take place, when they renege on white privilege and everybody is equal and it's no black and white, it's just American. The uppity white folks that have been shitty and shitting on and shunning the impoverished white folks are gonna understand exactly what white privilege is, because those impoverished white folks, they don't have white privilege like the uppity white people do. The only part of white privilege they got is that they're white. They're outside the club on that. They don't get to be like, no, I'm living good because I'm white. Nuh-uh. I just got a higher chance. All they have is like, yo, all I can do is use what the idea of white privilege to my advantage and trying to get a job. I can clean myself up real good and I can talk nice and I could get somebody to hire me quick. But as far as the other parts of white privilege that black people be talking about, I don't have that. I'm poor. That's how, and there's a huge difference between us, and I say us, and them. And I say them, I mean them people at the top. Them people at the top wicked. That's how they got the top for so long. And the people at the top, let me tell you something, we make them rich and they pay us crumbs. That don't even sit right. But as long as there's more of us than them and we allow that, that's how it's going to be. Now, that's why I say that's what I'm saying. Like, interracial dating might be cool one day. It'll be cool when the settings are even, when the settings are equal. That's when it'll be cool. But it's not going to be cool in a relationship. And then we got to fix the child support laws and all of that, and the affirmative action. We got things to do. Like, even before the black community could rise up and be a superpower once again or once more, forever, or for once or whatever, right? Before the black community could rise up, the black community would have to nitpick and pick apart the hood, or forever the foundation of the black community will sink. This is what I'm saying. So it ain't like you could it's no such thing as getting to the promised land without taking a journey. You're not going to get just to the promised land. You got to take a journey. You have to do something. Like, you have to put some work in. right? So all of this interracial thing, I said, cool, but it ain't for us. All that, oh, we're gonna march for Trayvon Martin. No, y'all not. We're gonna march for, what's this nigga name? They ain't march for Trayvon. What this nigga they march for? George Floyd. We're gonna march for this nigga George Floyd. No, I'm not marching for George Floyd. Yeah. Black power and all that, but I'm not marching for George Floyd. Once they tell me that he was doing the crime, I'm not marching for that nigga. That's out, Slum. Because you wouldn't have been in that predicament if you didn't put yourself into it. I tried to make it rhyme a lot, but it didn't. Nigga said you wouldn't be in that predicament if you didn't put yourself into it. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I just want to say that so you can get a piece of my philosophy. So that's why I would say that before we get into this interracial dating joint, and then you got to make sure a black man and black woman, you got to make sure all the black men and black women is taken up before you start swooning and cooning. Before you start spooning and cooning and swirling and twirling and curling, you got to make sure all the black women and black men is taken up. Because now let me put it to you like this. You a black man. You have a baby with a Navajo woman. You teaching your baby about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and there she come talking about teach our son about great chief running back foot, little lead back carrier. You're like, who? We will also teach our son about the great chief, little running back, big back lead carrier, foot fast. He carried a lot of stuff on his back and he ran fast, so he was able to. No, we won't. No, we won't teach him about that. Why won't we? Why must we? Oh, I bet you if you say that, she won't be your wife and just shut up and be like, okay, he knows what's best for our son. He's the man. He knows what's best for our son leading in our home. Nope. She gonna be like, why can't I teach my son about his heritage? He is an Indian Navajo too. Nah, we raising a black man over here. We ain't raising none of that pretendian stuff. But that's not how it's gonna go. That's what I'm saying, stick to black. Because when you raising that black boy around Keisha ain't going, you ain't talking to that boy about all that Malcolm X stuff. Yo, Keisha, go in the room. Go do your hair. Shut your mouth. At least you got to put up with ignorance. You got to put up with bare ignorance if that's the case. But at least you're not going to put up with racial ignorance. You're just putting up with bare stupidity. Keisha's stupid herself. That's why I say I want the kid to learn about Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Martin Luther King, Slum Facts, these authors. That's why she don't want the kid to learn about real prolific scholars like these authors. So now she's in the back, but that's Keisha, so she's stupid. So you're like, Keisha, get in the back while I'm teaching my son. Don't come out here don't you raise, sit down. That's how you gotta tell Keisha. And then you go about teaching your son about, black scholars, black prolific men, these authors, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers. You teach it, you know what I'm saying? And now when you dealing with the Navajo chick, she like, you must teach my son. You dealing with a Chicano, she like, teach my son about the Great Guadalupe. The Great Guadalupe? Teach my son about the Great Guadalupe? I'm teaching this nigga about Malcolm X. I'm teaching this nigga about stacked bundles. Raekwon Elliott. I'm not teaching this nigga about Selena. Why you say that? That is disrespectful to my heritage and racist. No, baby girl, I'm the man here. That's my son. I'm his daddy. So I'm not teaching him about nothing but black. I'm his black daddy. I'm not teaching him about no Chicano nothing. No Caucasian nothing. No Navajo nothing. Teach my son about Vishnu. No Indian nothing. I'm not teaching my son none of that. My son is a straight up American. I'm teaching my son about American only. And then she like, you have your son with an Asian lady. She gonna go in that room and make a ginsu out of a pencil. You're finished. I'm just saying. I'm thinking of it very flat logic, very ignoramus logic, but at the same time, it's logic that's easy to depict. So it's like, oh wow, that is kind of correct. How does a black man argue with a white woman when they have a child? What are y'all gonna do? Break up? Now y'all got a half. Look, now y'all got a half and half. A black man have a baby with any kind of other, and now you got a half and half. So Lord forbid y'all break up. People break up. More than half the relationships people are in break up. So people break up. Now you got a whole child that is half this, half that, with their parent that's whole that. Think about it. Think about it. That's dangerous. Think about it. Y'all two have one kid. You're 100% black. She's 100% white.
Your kid is half white, your kid is half black. Your whole kid is with their one parent who's all white. You're their black parent, not in the home or not in the custodial home. That's scary. What's she gonna teach my kid to hate black people? No! Don't be so fecal-minded about it. I'm keeping it layman terms. Don't get more lamer than me. If you get more lamer than me, that's when you get stupid. I'm speaking in layman's term already. If you dumb layman's term down, that's when we get stupid. We're not trying to get stupid. We're trying to make this make sense. You have two people, one child, both parents is whole this, one parent is whole that. The child itself is not whole neither. The child is half this, the child is half that. The child itself is a whole child. Yes, the child lives with one parent. The parent the child lives with is whole one race. The child is two races. That makes it a mixed race. The child cannot get from one parent what it needs from both. Because the child barely has culture or identity. That those mixed children are special breed children. I'm just keeping it true. I'm about to end this right now. I didn't even know it's 20 minutes. Jesus is king. The serpent. You said Jesus is king, the serpent? The child, them mixed children, them mulatto children, they need both parents. They can't function without both parents. It don't work like that. Because they need both parents because one parent is half of them and the other parent is half of them. Literally. One day they feel like this and they don't know why they need the dad. They feel like this, they don't know why they need the mom. Because they are two races. Not racist. The kid is one whole kid. I'm black, I'm white, I'm whatever I want to be. That's what I want to be today. You can't tell me I'm not. Right? That's the kid. But in reality, the kid can't function without the mother and the father because the kid can't function without the mother and this fucking dick sucker. It's always a dick sucker. I'm not gonna lie. Everything you do in life, in the world, is always gonna be something placed there. I call them NPCs, but they're really just dick suckers. They're placed there to do stupid stuff while you're taking care of whatever you got going on, just to throw you off and make you make a mistake. Don't do it. So now let's get back to it. Right? So let's get back to it. I'm fine with interracial dating. Interracial date all you want. Just don't enter into a black woman with that shit. That's all I'm saying. Black men, if y'all want to date white women, go ahead. Go ahead and date white women. I don't know what you're gonna do, how you gonna come back to black women, but go ahead and date white women. And I'm just keeping it real. You can call me racist if you want. I'm American, this nigga. I'm American first. I love black woman and an American woman, and that's it.